Have you ever felt like your body is sending you subtle messages, whispers that something is changing? You go for a walk around the block, something you've done your whole life, but this time your knees feel sore by the time you get home. You try to bend down to pick something up, and you feel a tightness in your back that wasn't there before. Or maybe standing up from a chair requires just a bit more effort than it used to. It's not dramatic, but you notice it, and you wonder if this is just the beginning of decline. Let me tell you something most people don't hear often enough. Aging doesn't mean giving up your strength, your confidence, or your independence. But here's the truth, and as a doctor who's worked with thousands of older adults, I need you to hear this. Walking alone is not enough. Yes, walking is better than being sedentary. It's simple, accessible, and good for your heart. But if you think walking will keep your joints loose, your muscles strong, and your balance sharp, you are leaving your future to chance. I've seen it too many times. A senior who walks daily still ends up in the hospital after a fall because their legs weren't strong enough to catch them. A man in his 70s tells me proudly he walks every day, but he can't lift a bag of groceries without hurting his back. A woman who thinks her daily stroll is enough suddenly finds she can't reach a shelf or gets winded climbing the stairs. That's why I created this video. I want to give you more than just hope. I want to give you a plan. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 5 of the most effective, safe, and surprisingly simple exercises you can start doing right at home. These aren't extreme workouts. You won't need special equipment, but these movements will help rebuild the strength, flexibility, and stability that time may have quietly taken away from your body. And let me be clear, this is not about vanity or fitness for the sake of fitness. This is about being able to live on your own terms, to get out of bed without groaning in pain, to play with your grandchildren without fear of falling, to cook your own meals and walk through the grocery store without having to rest halfway through. So before we dive into these exercises, I want to ask something simple of you. If you care about protecting your health and want to keep learning how to age not just longer but better, please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you know someone who might need this message, share this video with them. You might be the reason they avoid a fall, or reclaim the strength they thought was lost forever. Now take a breath, sit up a little taller, because this moment, right here, is the beginning of something better. Let's get started. Exercise 1. Water workouts, aquatic therapy. Let's begin with an exercise that surprises many of my patients, moving in water. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Water? Isn't that for swimmers or athletes? But let me tell you something extraordinary. For older adults, water is one of the most healing and powerful environments you can move your body in. Why? Because water gives you something that no gym, no treadmill, no walking path can offer: natural support. When you step into the pool, your body becomes lighter. The water gently cradles your joints, reduces the pressure on your knees, hips, and spine, and allows you to move in ways that would be too painful or risky on land. It's like giving your body permission to move again, without fear, without strain, and often without pain. One of my patients, Linda, was a vibrant 70-year-old woman who used to take morning walks religiously. But over time, arthritis stole her joy. Her knees ached, her back stiffened. Even walking to the mailbox became a dreaded task. She began avoiding movement altogether, and slowly her world shrank. That's when I suggested aquatic therapy. At first, she was skeptical. She hadn't been in a pool in decades and worried she might feel embarrassed or out of place. But she was brave. She showed up to a warm water class, wading slowly into the shallow end. That first day, she just walked through the water. No humping, no pressure, just steps, slow and supported. The water wrapped around her, cushioning every motion, and something incredible began to happen. She didn't feel the same pain. She didn't need to tense up with every movement. She smiled. Over the next few weeks, Linda added leg lifts, gentle arm circles, and balance drills. Her muscles grew stronger, her joints more flexible. But the biggest transformation? Her confidence. She was no longer afraid of movement. She looked forward to it, and she's not alone. Clinical studies have shown that older adults who consistently practice water-based exercises report up to 40% less joint pain, increased range of motion, better sleep, and significantly improved mood. Why? Because water reduces inflammation while engaging your entire body in low-impact resistance. Here's how you can get started. Start with walking. In waist-deep water, simply walk forward and backward. Let the water add resistance while protecting your joints. Add gentle leg movements. Try lifting one knee at a time or slowly swinging your leg forward and back like a pendulum. Incorporate your arms. Do slow circular motions underwater, or push the water forward and back with your hands for light resistance training. Don't worry if you're not a swimmer. Aquatic therapy happens in shallow areas. Most of the time, you can keep both feet on the floor. You don't need to overdo it. Just 20 to 30 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week, can lead to major improvements. And because water has a calming effect on your nervous system, many people find that they sleep better, breathe deeper, and feel more centered after each session. Don't have access to a pool? Check with your local community center, YMCA, or rehab facility. Many offer senior-friendly aquatic classes with trained instructors. You'll also find that it's a great place to connect with others, which is another important part of Aging Well community. Now I want to leave you with a gentle reminder. If walking has become painful or if fear of falling has made you move less, water might be your best friend. It invites you to move again with grace, with comfort, and with confidence. Just like it did for Linda, it can give you your freedom back. You deserve that. So the next time you feel hesitant about moving, imagine stepping into warm water, letting it hold you, and rediscovering what your body is still capable of. This isn't just exercise. It's healing in motion. Exercise too, strength training at home. If I could sit down with every older adult and give them just one piece of advice to protect their health, it would be this. Build your strength. Why? Because strength isn't just about muscles. It's about everything that matters as you age: your balance, your posture, your ability to get out of a chair, walk without fear, climb stairs, carry groceries, and maintain the independence you've spent a lifetime earning. And yet, many seniors unknowingly surrender that strength little by little, year after year. Here's the hard truth. After the age of 60, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass. It's a condition called sarcopenia, and if we don't actively fight it, it leads to weakness, fatigue, poor balance, and falls that can dramatically change your life in an instant. But the good news is this: you can rebuild it. You can get stronger at any age. And you don't need a gym, expensive machines, or even much space. You just need consistency, the right movements, and a willingness to begin, right where you are. Let me tell you about Ken, a retired high school principal I once worked with. He was 74 when we first met, proud and mentally sharp, but physically growing weaker. He confessed that standing from the couch had started to require a push from both hands. Climbing stairs made him winded. "I feel like I'm shrinking into the floor," he said. We started small. The first week, he did just sit-to-stand exercises from a firm chair. 5 repetitions in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. At first, he grunted. His legs trembled. But he kept at it. 2 weeks in, we added bicep curls with soup cans. Later, he began using light dumbbells. Then came resistance bands. Within 2 months, Ken told me something that gave me chills. "I stood up in church last Sunday without grabbing the pew. And I didn't even notice until I was already standing." That's what strength does. It restores your life quietly, moment by moment. Here's how you can begin strength training safely at home. Chair squats. Sit down and stand up from a sturdy chair without using your hands. This strengthens your thighs, hips, and core, critical muscles for walking and preventing falls. Wall push UPS. Stand an arm's length from a wall, place your hands on it, and slowly push your body toward and away from the wall. This builds chest and arm strength without stressing your joints. Bicep curls. Use light dumbbells, resistance bands, or even 2 water bottles. Bend your elbows to lift, pause, and slowly lower. Focus on controlled movements, not speed. Side leg lifts. While standing near a wall or chair for support, slowly raise one leg to the side. Hold briefly, then lower. This improves hip strength and stability. You don't need to do them all at once. Start with 10 to 15 minutes, 2 to 3 times per week. The key is not how hard you push, it's that you show up for yourself consistently. A few important reminders. Start slowly. If you haven't exercised in a while, give your body time to adjust. Focus on form. Proper technique is more important than weight or repetition. Breathe. Never hold your breath while lifting. Inhale through the effort, exhale as you release. Rest between sessions. Your muscles need time to recover and rebuild. And remember this, the goal isn't to look younger, it's to move better. To feel stronger, to stand taller, to live with less pain and more confidence. I often tell my patients, muscle is medicine. Every bit of strength you build protects you. It steadies your steps. It shields your joints. It gives you the power to keep doing the things that matter, whether that's gardening, playing with grandkids, or simply carrying a bag of groceries without feeling exhausted. So if you've ever felt like your body is slowing down, don't accept it as fate. See it as a signal to act, because your body, no matter its age, is still capable of adapting, growing, and becoming stronger. You just have to give it a reason, and that reason is you. Exercise 3, Tai Chi for balance and calm. Let's pause for a moment and ask a question that's rarely spoken aloud. When was the last time you felt truly steady on your feet? Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, centered and in control? For many older adults, balance is no longer something they take for granted. Suddenly, curbs feel higher. Rugs become hazards. A slight misstep can lead to a fall, and that fall can change everything. But here's the truth I want you to hear today. Balance can be trained. Confidence can be restored, and calm can return to your life. One of the most powerful, proven, and profoundly healing ways to achieve this is through a centuries-old practice called Tai Chi. You may have seen it before, people moving slowly in a park, their arms floating like waves, their feet gliding gently across the earth. It may look simple, even too slow to make a difference. But don't let its softness fool you. Tai Chi is often described as meditation in motion, and for good reason. It builds strength without strain. It improves balance without danger. It sharpens focus without tension. And for seniors, it offers something rare in the world of fitness: a chance to heal while you move. Let me tell you about Eleanor. She was 72, a retired florist with a warm smile but a heavy heart. Years of back pain and joint stiffness had stolen her joy. Her passion, gardening, had become too painful. Bending over even slightly sent shockwaves through her spine. Her confidence shrank. She began to isolate herself, avoiding stairs, crowds, even family outings. When we met, she told me, "I feel like I'm fading." But Eleanor was brave. And more importantly, she was willing to try something new. She began with just 10 minutes of Tai Chi each morning in her living room. At first, she followed simple online videos. Nothing fancy, just movements like cloud hands and golden rooster stands on one leg. It wasn't immediate. It wasn't flashy. But over the next few weeks, Eleanor started to change. She stood taller. Her gait became smoother. Her hands didn't tremble when she reached for a coffee mug. And slowly, a spark returned to her eyes. 2 months later, she returned to her garden. And this time, she didn't just walk through it. She tended to it, bent down, pulled weeds, trimmed roses, and cried, not from pain, but from joy. That is the quiet power of Tai Chi. Here's what makes Tai Chi uniquely valuable for older adults. Improves balance. Tai Chi strengthens your ankles, knees, and hips while training your brain to control movement more efficiently. Studies show it can reduce fall risk by up to 58% in just 6 months. Enhances coordination. Movements are slow and deliberate, allowing your body to retrain motor control without the risk of sudden injury. Reduces stress. The deep, rhythmic breathing in Tai Chi has been shown to lower cortisol levels, calm anxiety, and even improve sleep quality. Supports joint flexibility. Gentle shifting of weight encourages joint lubrication and range of motion, without the pounding impact of traditional exercise. Sharpens the mind. Because movements require focus and intention, Tai Chi also helps improve cognitive clarity and memory over time. How to begin step by step. You don't need experience. You don't need special equipment. And you don't need to be flexible or coordinated to start. Here's a simple routine you can begin today. Find a quiet space, a living room, backyard, or any place you feel safe and undistracted. Stand tall, feet shoulder-width apart, arms relaxed at your sides. Begin with a basic movement. Shift your weight slowly to the right leg while lifting your left heel. Then reverse. Breathe deeply with each shift. Focus on staying grounded and centered. Try simple flowing arm movements. Wave hands like clouds is a favorite, slow side-to-side hand motions paired with coordinated steps. Don't rush. Move as if you are in water. Let grace guide you, not speed. You can follow guided videos online, join a local class at a senior center, or even practice with a partner or caregiver. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day can yield noticeable results in balance, mental clarity, and energy. Remember, Tai Chi is not about perfection. It's about progress. There's no wrong way to move as long as you're moving mindfully and safely. What I love most about Tai Chi is that it reconnects people with their bodies, gently, patiently, respectfully. It reminds us that we're not broken. We're still capable, still resilient, still evolving. So if you've ever feared falling, if you've ever felt stiff, rushed, or anxious, or if you simply want a way to feel peace again inside your own skin, Tai Chi might be exactly what your body and mind have been waiting for. You don't have to live in fear of imbalance. You don't have to lose your confidence with age. You can move through life with stability, grace, and calm. All it takes is the first step. Exercise 4. Chair yoga and gentle stretching. There comes a point in life when movement begins to feel like effort. Simple things, reaching for a book, standing up from a soft couch, twisting to look behind you, start demanding more than they used to. Your joints protest. Your muscles hesitate. And slowly, without even realizing it, you begin to move less. But here's what many people don't realize. The less we move, the harder it becomes to move at all. That stiffness? It's not just age. It's your body's way of saying, I need attention. I need care. I need motion. One of the safest, most accessible, and profoundly healing ways to give your body what it needs is through chair yoga and gentle stretching. This practice isn't about touching your toes or twisting into complicated poses. It's about waking your body up again, slowly and kindly. It's about reconnecting with yourself and releasing the tension that's quietly built up over years. Let me introduce you to Lauren. Lauren is 76, a retired music teacher. Her days used to be filled with laughter, song, and motion. But after a minor back injury, she started moving less and less. Eventually, even standing up without using her arms felt like climbing a hill. She began avoiding outings, avoiding people. Her world grew smaller, not because of her age, but because of pain and fear. When I first recommended chair yoga, she looked doubtful. I can't even get down on the floor, she said. You don't have to, I smiled. We start where you are. We work with the chair. And that's the beauty of it. Chair yoga meets you exactly where you are. No judgment, no pressure. Lauren began with just 5 minutes a day. A seated forward fold, a gentle twist, some shoulder rolls. Slowly, her body responded. Her posture improved. Her lower back pain eased. And more importantly, her confidence returned. 3 months later, she was leading a small class of her own at the community center, helping other seniors rediscover their mobility. She didn't just heal her body, she reawakened her sense of purpose. Why chair yoga works? Joint-friendly movement. You stay seated or use the chair for support, making it safe even for those with balance issues, arthritis, or recent injuries. Flexibility and circulation. Gentle stretching improves range of motion, helps reduce inflammation, and encourages blood flow to stiff areas. Improved breathing and posture. Focused movement paired with deep breathing opens the chest, aligns the spine, and relaxes tension in the neck and shoulders. Mental clarity. As with all mindful movement, chair yoga reduces stress hormones and boosts mood, helping combat anxiety and even depression. How to begin a gentle routine. Step 1. Sit tall in a sturdy chair. Keep your feet flat on the floor, shoulders relaxed, spine lengthened. Step 2. Deep breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose, lifting your chest. Exhale through your mouth, releasing tension from your shoulders and neck. Repeat for 3 to 5 breaths. Step 3. Seated cat-cow stretch. Place your hands on your thighs. As you inhale, arch your back gently, lift your chest, and look up slightly. As you exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, and draw your belly inward. This movement helps unlock the spine and warm up your back. Step 4. Seated twist. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh and gently twist your torso to the left. Hold for a few breaths, then switch sides. This stretch encourages spinal flexibility and relieves tension in the lower back. Step 5. Leg extensions. Lift one leg straight out in front of you, hold for 5 seconds, then slowly lower it. Repeat 5 to 10 times on each side. This strengthens the thighs and improves circulation in the legs. Step 6. Side stretch. Reach your right arm up and gently lean to the left while keeping your left hand on the seat. Feel the stretch along your side body. Switch and repeat. You don't need to perform all of these movements every day. Even just 2 or 3, done mindfully for 10 to 15 minutes, can have a powerful impact over time. Aging doesn't mean stillness. It means changing how we move, not whether we move. Your body still wants to serve you. It wants to be strong. It wants to bend, reach, twist, and breathe with ease. But it needs your help. And it needs you to start gently, just like Lauren did. Chair yoga offers a path forward without pain, without fear, and without excuses. It welcomes everyone, regardless of limitations. So the next time you feel stiff, tired, or disconnected, don't push through it. Sit down, breathe, stretch, move, because every small, mindful movement is a step toward freedom. And you deserve to feel free in your body at any age, every day. Exercise 5, stationary cycling or recumbent bike. For many older adults, there comes a moment when walking, once the simplest and most natural activity, starts to feel like a burden. The knees ache, the hips tighten, ankles swell. Each step reminds you that your body isn't what it once was. So what do most people do? They slow down. They sit more. They avoid movement altogether. And that's where the trouble begins. Because when we stop moving, we start declining. Muscles weaken. Circulation drop. Fatigue sets in. The fear of falling grows larger than life itself. But here's the good news. You don't have to choose between pain and stillness. There is a way to move your body powerfully, safely, and gently, right from the comfort of your home. That solution is stationary cycling. Whether it's a traditional upright model or a comfortable recumbent bike with back support, cycling is one of the most joint-friendly ways for seniors to regain strength, improve heart health, and reawaken their energy. Why stationary cycling works so well? Low impact. Unlike walking or jogging, cycling doesn't pound your knees or ankles. Your joints move fluidly, supported by a smooth, repetitive motion that builds strength without wear and tear. Cardiovascular health. Just 15 to 20 minutes of pedaling can improve blood flow, lower blood pressure, and strengthen the heart, all while sitting down. Leg strength and endurance. Cycling activates your calves, thighs, hamstrings, and glutes, muscles essential for walking, climbing stairs, and maintaining balance. Convenience and safety. Rain, heat, icy sidewalks, none of it matters. Your bike is always ready indoors. No traffic, no uneven ground, no excuses. Mental health boost. The gentle rhythm of pedaling promotes relaxation, reduces anxiety, and creates a sense of calm focus, much like meditation. Let me tell you about Edward. He was 73, a retired postman with a deep love for the outdoors. But years of pounding pavement had caught up to him. His knees throbbed after just a few blocks. He stopped walking. Then he stopped gardening. Then he stopped socializing. "I feel like my world's getting smaller," he told me. "And I hate it." So we found a solution, a simple, affordable recumbent bike. He placed it by the window in his den, where sunlight spilled across the floor each morning. He began cycling 5 minutes a day. No pressure, no goals, just movement. Within 3 weeks, his legs felt stronger. His energy returned. A month later, he was cycling for 20 minutes every morning, while listening to music, watching the birds, and smiling again. His world didn't shrink. It opened up. How you can get started, safely and simply. 1. Choose the right bike. If you have back pain, a recumbent bike is best. It has a wider seat and backrest, offering comfort and stability. If you prefer a more traditional feel, an upright stationary bike also works well. 2. Start slow. Begin with 5 to 10 minutes a day, especially if you've been sedentary. You can even start with short sessions twice a day, morning and afternoon. 3. Focus on form, not speed. Pedal smoothly and steadily. Avoid sudden sprints or heavy resistance at first. Think of the motion as a massage for your muscles, not a race. 4. Make it enjoyable. Play your favorite music. Listen to an audiobook. Watch a nature documentary. Turn it into a habit you look forward to, not a chore you dread. 5. Build gradually. As your strength and endurance improve, you can increase your time to 20 to 30 minutes a session. Then, if you feel comfortable, add light resistance to strengthen your legs further. 6. Be consistent. Even 3 to 5 days a week of cycling can lead to remarkable improvements in mobility, confidence, and overall well-being. If you've ever looked at a staircase with hesitation, if you've ever felt unsteady crossing a parking lot, if you've ever turned down an invitation because you were too tired, this is your invitation to take your life back. You don't need to go hard. You don't need to leave your home. You just need to start moving gently and consistently. Your legs are more than limbs. They are your lifeline, to independence, to freedom, to the joy of being active and capable. Stationary cycling isn't just exercise. It's a declaration. I'm not done yet. My body still has more to give, and I choose to care for it. So set the bike by the window, let the sunlight warm your face, and start pedaling toward a stronger, safer, more vibrant version of yourself. You're not going backwards. You're riding forward, one gentle revolution at a time. If you've made it to this point in the video, I want to take a moment, not as a doctor, but as a fellow human being, to speak to your heart. You've just discovered 5 exercises. They're simple, safe, and deeply effective. But this isn't just a list of movements. It's a call to action, a quiet invitation to choose strength over surrender, confidence over fear, and life over limitation. Because let's be honest, aging isn't easy. It changes your body. It challenges your routine. It humbles you. But it also offers a chance to become more intentional, more present, and more courageous than ever before. And that's what these exercises are really about. Water exercises give you freedom when gravity feels heavy. Strength training helps you stand tall when life tries to wear you down. Tai Chi restores balance, not just in your body, but in your spirit. Chair yoga stretches more than just muscles, it stretches hope. And cycling keeps your heart beating strong, both literally and metaphorically. Each of these practices is a stepping stone, a gentle but powerful way to reclaim the things that matter. Your ability to move freely, to live independently, to wake up without pain, and to face each day with clarity and grace. I've seen it happen. I've watched seniors in their 70s, 80s, even their 90s, transform not because they chased youth, but because they embraced the moment they were in. They didn't give up. They got up. One stretch, one breath, one step at a time. And now it's your turn. So let me ask you, what's one thing from this video that spoke to you? One exercise you'll try this week? One promise you'll make to yourself, not someday, but today? Please leave a comment below and let me know. Your story might be the spark that encourages someone else to begin. And if you found this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend or family member who may need a gentle reminder. They're not too old, and it's not too late. Because here's what I believe after decades in medicine. Your body is wiser than you think. Your spirit is stronger than you feel. And no matter your age or ability, you still have the power to change, to grow, and to thrive. So don't wait for a wake-up call. Don't wait for a fall. Start now, with a chair, with your breath, with your courage. This isn't the end of the video. It's the beginning of something better. Your next chapter is unwritten, and it can be strong, steady, and full of life. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. Until next time, move well, live fully, and never forget, you still have so much left to give.